Hey guys, Heather here with Higher Grounds Farms. Today I'm out here in my front flower bed and it needs a revamp. So I'm really all into the cottage style gardens and plants and things. We've had some of the loropetalum plants here, and I've had to replant a couple of them already. Well, none of them made it again this year, so I don't know what's going on, if there's something with this spot or our freeze that we had, if that just, they were just too damaged and just didn't make it. So I don't know. But today we are weeding, and I wanted to bring you along with what I have picked out to go in this spot and to revamp our whole front side up here. So we're going to be pulling these dead ones out, hopefully replanting some things, and I'll show you and tell you about all the different plants that I've got here. I may have to get some more. I don't know if I've got enough. I'm not exactly sure. I like having a plan, but I kind of just wing it a lot of times too. And so I went to a couple of different plant nurseries locally, and one on my way to work, and then one is a little bit closer to our house. And so I've gotten some different things, and so we're gonna see what works, the layout, how I want it all to go. So yeah, we'll just go with this transformation in the garden here. So kind of like a cottage garden here at the front entrance of our home. And so let's get started. Bailey's gonna help me out. Come get it, come here. Come get it. Get it, right here. Get it. Get it. Right here. Good job. Get it right here, right here. Get the stick. Get him. Good job. Right here. How about this one? And get this one. Get him. Break it up. Working smarter, not harder, y'all. Emptied out my little carts over there. The tractor was being used already, so I started with my little cart, filled it up, And then once the tractor was available, I jumped on it. I'm about working smarter, not harder. I picked out a gardenia to go in this spot. Right here, it's coming in our entranceway, our garage. It's the pathway that goes. This is called Scent Amazing Gardenia, and it's for full sun to part shade, and so this is a full sun area. And it is, it's not a really big one. This one only gets 2.5 to 3 feet high and wide. So I think that that would just be perfect for this little space right here. So I'm gonna kind of break up the soil here because, as you can see, the weed mat that we had down was the fabric kind when we first did this. We've been in this house for I think 4 years, about 4 years ago, and it's just the wind. If y'all can hear the wind up here, I'm sorry. We got some storm clouds rolling in, so I'm loving that. It's getting pretty windy. It's cooling me down, and the sun is not blasting. So once I get these in the ground, if it rains, that'd be great to help water them in. But I'm gonna, all that soil that I've brought in, the compost, I'm gonna amend my native soil with that compost as well when I plant each of these. So we're gonna get it in the ground, and let's see how she hopefully grows well for us. We have a lot of chert in our ground, so that is why. And then you have some topsoil. Uh-oh, where'd you go? And you have some topsoil. Bailey, move. So we're gonna mix this up with our compost and go on and get the soil amended here and get one in the ground. We're gonna get rain. It's coming. I love it about this because you can see all the way down the valley. So I was working on laying some plants out where I wanted them. Got the load of compost here in the tractor, but yeah, we may have to postpone this. It's already starting to rain. So raindrops are falling. Troy tilled this little area up for me because we do have chert. So I'm going to mix in the compost with all of that, and hopefully that'll be a better start for our plants. Yep, there's the thunder, so we'll come back. Cows don't seem to mind. They could care less. That thunder. But you can see it coming, and I love that. All right, we're back. The rain did not last very long. It's still really cloudy. You can see the clouds behind me. My hole that we did already dig right here, well, of course it filled up with water before, so I'm gonna skip over that spot, and I've kind of went down through here and placed some, see this pot here, and have placed some of the items of the flowers that I want to get planted. So now let's get to planting some things. I thought there was a bug. No, I was gonna jump out of my skin if something was about to get me, but no. So let's go ahead and start getting these planted and in the ground so that if it comes another rain shower, it can water them in really good. So let's get to work. don't think you need to be mixing. Hey, go on.
Get up here if you get nasty.
So I'm out here trying to finish up my planting in my red, white, and blue cottage garden area out front. And we've got this airplane. I don't know if y'all can hear it right now or not, but it's probably got dirt all over me. Oh well. So there's a small, just kind of little airport close to us. And I think that one of the guys that houses one of his planes there is called the Flying Cowboy. And he goes around and does all these little stunts and stuff. But so they get out and practice. So let me show y'all what is going on. It's windy, y'all. I'm sorry. So there he goes up. And then he'll cut his engine. Look at him doing loops. Yo, he's flying upside down. Look, there he went. Oh my goodness. So I say airport, as you can tell, it's just a small plane. So it's just like one of those little small airports, not a big commercial airport or anything like that. So we're out here in the country, so it's just a grass runway. But if y'all are local, any of y'all locals, y'all know what I'm talking about. I wish I would have got it on video before I started. I could hear him. I was digging over here trying to get some things planted, and he was going up, and he would cut his engine and just go into this fall and kind of spiral and then come out of that. And as he would kind of plane back out, he'd restart the engine. I was like, that's crazy. There's no way. One, I'm afraid of heights, so I don't, has no interest for me. But I just wanted to show y'all that out here just trying to plant some flowers and had me a show going on. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Yeah, there he goes. His engine's off. He's cut it off. See, just. There it comes back on. Gosh. So he must have went and fueled up, took a break or something, and now he came back out. It's neat to see. All right, so after a lot of hard work, I've got my red, white, and blue cottage garden planted for now. I still have a few things to put in here, and I want to watch and see how things grow. And I may have to change some stuff up or add to in some places, so we'll see. But you can see our house. We have just a white farmhouse, so I wanted the true Southern, like Americana style. So we've got it all decked out. Everything is in red, white, and blue. Our swags hang into the flags, the red, white, and blue flowers up on the porch, and to the pillows. So I wanted to carry that on into the garden area. So all of my evergreen bushes that I've got here have stayed. They have came back year after year. We've been here in this house for 4 years now. And so a lot of them are about 3-4 years old, but I've had some other plants, my loropetalums, the purple leafy kind, that I have planted here in front, and I had a couple die, and so I rebought and I replanted the ones that died, and then this past year, nothing came back. And they just, I don't know, my evergreens are fine, but those loropetalums, they did not come back. So I thought, well, now's the perfect time. I can do what I want, kind of change it up a little bit. You'll see here in a minute, I've got some other flowers in here that are not red, white, and blue. They're magenta and coral color. And I had actually put those in for a little pop of color before I decided on what I was gonna do. So they're just annuals, and when those die out, I'll, pull those out and we'll start over with some other ground cover or something there that's going to fit with the theme of what I've got going. So we're going to start at our front walkway, and we're just going to go through and I'll show you what I've got in here. All right, so this is our front walkway that's going to take us all the way around to our front porch area by our garage. So we're going to start here. So I have this, I've got my cheat sheets, all my cards that came off of my plants so I can get them straight. So the first thing I have here is the Scent Amazing Gardenia. It's going to be a short little one, so it's not going to overtake this area. I didn't want something really too tall, so that's going to be our white flower. And then I have a red rose, and these are going to be a shorter rose. And I don't know if it's a true endearment or a true spirit rose, but it's going to be a short one too. It's not going to be as tall. And then we of course have our large emerald green arborvitae. So we have one on each end of our house. And so these have been here for several years now. Out in front, which I'm gonna buy more. I didn't know how many I wanted. I just kind of grabbed several at first. This is the ground cover plumbago. I think I'm saying that right. It's got some blue flowers. It's hard to find true blue in perennials and in flowers, and I wanted all of what I was putting in here to be a perennial to keep coming back, and so I don't have to just keep replanting and replanting. And so that is supposed to kind of sprawl out just a little bit, and I may fill in with some more. And so then we come around and we have I don't even know how to pronounce the correct name, but this is Storm Cloud. So there's no blooms on it yet, but that's going to be a light blue flowering. And behind it I have some of the delphinium. So I think that might be blue mirror delphinium. I'm not quite sure. That one didn't have a tag on it. So then we come back to our red rose, and this is going to be a taller one, and I've got two of them planted here in this space in front of each one of these windows, and in front of the red rose, because when they get tall the legs kind of get a little bare and like spindly looking down at the front. So I've got some white candy tuft that's planted there, but it's been sitting out, so it looks a little droopy right now, but everything's been watered in and good. And we've got some more of the ground cover plumbago. This plant that looks dead, it's not. There's actually some green sprouts still on it. This is going to be my hydrangea. This is called the Little Lime Punch. And our goats keep getting out. And they have came around here and they like to eat all the leaves off, and this last time they started eating some of the bark. So I hope that this comes back and flushes back out. We'll see. If not, we'll have to replant this. But this is supposed to have it's a panicle hydrangea, and the blooms on it are not round like a snowball bush. It's kind of more of a cone type shaped, and like a triangle almost. And the blooms, it's going to bloom white, and then it's going to go to some pinks, and then it'll finish out into a red. So other than the pink, but I mean, it's still going to be pretty. It'll have my red, white, and blue garden area. So the plumbago again in front, the ground cover with the blue flowers. And then it's the same thing. I'm doing repetition down through here. So we've got the True Passion red rose with the white candy tuft going around the base of it. And again, the same thing here. The other, what was that called? The Storm Cloud, and then the delphinium. So we've got that. And then we come down here to my, I cannot remember what these evergreens are called. Globosia, Nana, I'm going to have to look that up. Maybe I can put that on the screen. I can't think of it. But back here, I've got a different variety of delphinium, and this is Guardian Blue. And it's got these really, really pretty flowers that have, if you can see, they've got like this blue and purple to them. So they're very, very pretty. So I've got that stuck there and in between these two, so that when you're kind of walking around, it's kind of hopefully like peek through there. This is also where we see the other color that's not going to be in the garden. That is a coral colored dahlia, and then the magenta color, oh goodness, it's the gumball. I have been saying the name of that and saying the name of that. Now it's left me. It'll come to me. I've got another grouping of it down there. If it doesn't come to me, I'm going to put it on the screen, but I can't think of it. These I have trimmed back. These I love because you can see it's variegated colors, and you've got your light lime greens, and it kind of goes to the orangey rust colors. So that's been plants that have been here, and I'll probably maybe in the fall or in next spring pull them out and put them somewhere else. I've also got my white David phlox in the back here, and it's starting to bloom so that can peek through. I have it there, and right here by the steps on each side. This one is all budded out, but it hasn't bloomed yet. And so we're going to repeat all on the other side as well. But on the porch, we have red geraniums in our planters to go along with our Americana theme, and we get this is all full sun area, and we are in zone 8 in Alabama. And this just, it just takes so much heat right here on our front porch. So up by our door, I just stuck fake flowers. I just stuck some fake flowers all up in there. So, and again, we're just going to repeat on this side. We've got the red geraniums in the pots. I've got the white David phlox. I have gomphrena. I knew I would think of it. That's what the magenta puffballs are, gomphrena. So we're just going to repeat. And then I have the delphinium with the kind of the blue and the purpley flowers that's back there. And then we've got, again, the storm cloud, the blue mirror delphinium. We're at the corner, the arborvitae, the ground cover blue plumbago. And then when we come around to this side, we have our other tall red rose that's going to be here. And then I put the candy tuft around. And then this hydrangea is going to be just like the other with the color scheme, but this one is going to be larger. I want it to take up this whole kind of space here. So the goats have nibbled on it, but they didn't eat it down like they did the other one. But this one is called Firelight. So I'm excited to see and bring you guys along with me to see how all of this transforms and when it starts to bloom out and how things grow. So that's it so far for my red, white, and blue cottage garden. I really had fun doing this. We've put some new mulch down and all, and just, spruced it up. So this was just a fun donkey across the street. But this was really fun doing, and so it's got my gears turning on maybe a project that I want to do later on with around our in the ground vegetable garden area that's over here that you can see off to my side. I would love to make a cottage garden area all the way around that, or just to I never knew that that's what I liked until I started watching some of the other YouTube channels. So having something that is functional plus beautiful, and mixing that together, that's me, that's my thing. So I absolutely love that, and I have loved this, and so I'll bring you guys back when things start blooming out and show you around. But if y'all like this video, y'all hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so that you can see what we have going on as we go forward, and our farm just keeps developing. So thank y'all. We'll see y'all on the next one.